first of all, how'd you get the name Golden Boy? I always like to start off with fighter origination names, and maybe you got a nice one.
Yeah, so it's kind of like an inside joke between me and a friend that no longer trains with us anymore. She moved down to North Carolina. But basically what happened is her and her boyfriend at the time broke up. Me and my girlfriend at the time had broken up. And then we went to New York and competed at IBJJF for at Hofstra University. And he's DMing her, blowing up her phone, and I guess he checked her Instagram, and we're posted up on Instagram together.
Ah.
And then at the time, I guess he was jealous about it or whatever this case may be. But he was texting her. He's like, "It's crazy that you said you wanted space, and then now you're posted up in New York with the Thompsons, who are my coaches, Josh and Melissa, and their golden boy." So then I kind of just made it that out of spite, but it kind of just stuck.
The Golden Boy. All right, that's a unique way to get your fight name, right? That was a story behind that, right? So
Yeah.
that is funny. That is funny, and so it's not a playoff of Oscar De La Hoya. It's actually your own story.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, give our Cagezilla Unchained fans a way to get to know you a little bit. Give us a little bit about on your upbringing, your background, and kind of what led to this point for you in your MMA journey.
So I grew up in Martinsburg, right there, right off of Queen Street. So like the main street that goes through Martinsburg. I grew off of just a little side road on it,
Oh, wow.
and I guess I was a bad kid. I'm not even gonna lie. I was probably I was a little asshole. Most of the teachers didn't like me, stuff like that. I was always getting in trouble for fighting and everything. But my mom wouldn't never let me get into like training or anything like that. She wouldn't let me start like wrestling or karate or any of the fucking martial arts because she thought it was gonna make me fight more. Um but then I got in high school and started wrestling my sophomore year. One of my buddies got me into it, and then I ended up my sophomore year broke my hand after like I won one match my sophomore year, broke my hand, couldn't wrestle the rest of the season,
Mm.
and then junior year it was the year that COVID came out, and we I had like maybe 20 matches I think before the season ended, and then my senior year was my first full season, and after that I didn't make the state tournament. I qualified, didn't make it, and then after that, it was like a year or two, and then I was coaching at the high school, but I wasn't doing nothing. I was just working and then going to lift. I had nothing to do. One of my buddies invited me to Nine Realms, and he boxes up for WVU now, but he invited me out there, and I started grappling there at first, and then Josh and Melissa, I don't even know how it happened. They just kind of like made me do everything. Like I didn't want to go and strike or do any of that at first. Is I just wanted to do jujitsu and compete. And then now I'm coaching wrestling there, and I got a bunch of kids that I take to wrestling tournaments throughout the summer. We're competing once or twice a month in jujitsu, and oh my, it's just everywhere. I'm always doing something.
Man, no, that's awesome, honestly, and it sounds like, I know you got a wonderful coach, Coach Josh Thompson there, and I spoke to him actually this past weekend. He was really excited to have you on here at Cagezilla, and I know Nine Realms. You guys have a history of being as part of the Cagezilla and TCB as well.